There are many options out there discussing what to fix when selling a home. But with so many things to consider, maybe we should be asking what not to fix when selling a house. I'm Chuck Shaver of the Shaver Group with Keller Williams Heritage Realty here in Central Florida. And today I'll be taking a contrarian stance to address this often overlooked question by addressing what I believe are the 10 items you should not fix when selling a house. Number 1, let's look at one of the largest components of a home, the air conditioning and heating system. Now this system is very expensive, and I've seen units purring like a pussycat at 30 years old. Now yes, a potential buyer may balk at the age, but some may not if it's running well and keeping the home cool or heated depending on the season. As long as it's running, insurance companies typically aren't concerned with the age, and replacing this system may not be a good return on your investment. Number 2, don't remodel your dated kitchen or bathrooms. There have been all sorts of studies on this, and they continually point out that although remodeled homes are more desirable and can sell more quickly, the return on your investment is usually just not there. Perhaps consider having the tub resurfaced to an updated color, or having the tile repainted, or even simply replace the fixtures. These things may still cost a few $100, but they're usually going to offer a better return on your investment in most circumstances. Number 3, don't replace the flooring if there are minor cracks in the tile or the carpet isn't completely trashed. These are cosmetic in nature, and many buyers really do understand that these items can be replaced at any old time. Perhaps have the floors professionally cleaned. I've done this before with almost miraculous results. Some judgment is necessary here, but in general, the thousands or tens of thousands of dollars that you'll spend sending out may never find their way home at the closing table. Touch-up painting or even a whole fresh coat can do wonders for the overall appearance of a home, and this can really be done quite inexpensively, especially if you can do it yourself. However, don't use wacky colors. Avoid the oranges, the yellows, the greens. Stick with the neutrals. Light browns or grays are about as far crazy as I'll recommend. I usually encourage my sellers to, usually to stick with the off-whites. The wrong color paint can really turn off buyers quickly, and this self-inflicted problem is one that you're going to want to avoid. Number 5, don't cover up things. Don't try to hide them. Things like cracks in the foundation could be covered up with caulk and some paint. However, doing so could land you in some hot water. If a coat of paint is warranted, then go ahead and paint it, but be sure to disclose any structural issues to any potential buyers. Perhaps hire a professional to see if there really are any structural concerns that you might be thinking of. Now, minor cracks around the concrete block is common, and most locals here in Florida are aware of it and they won't sweat it. But again, be sure to properly disclose. We got a lot of buyers coming down here from all over up north. And this will help keep you from being sued and hopefully help you sleep at night knowing that you've done the right thing. Number 6. I've been in a lot of homes that didn't smell like a dirty home, but they instead smelled like a men's locker room. If a home has no odors, I generally don't encourage my sellers to use cover scents. Buyers are sometimes put off for them, and they often wonder what the sellers are up to. What are they covering up? If you have an odor problem, address the odor problem. Maybe have the carpets cleaned or put the kitty litter box out in the garage and make sure the air conditioning filter has recently been replaced. Each of these things can make a big difference in the odor in your home. Number 7, don't fix cracks in the driveway or sidewalks as long as they don't present a safety issue. Concrete cracking is pretty common here in Central Florida as most of our homes are built on sand. The expense to make these repairs can really be enormous, and it will likely not be a good return on any money that you lay out to have the work done. Now, speaking of driveways, pressure washing them to remove any mildew buildup can be a good move for aesthetics value, but also because driveways can be slippery in the mornings or afternoon after these showers that are so common here in Florida, and you really don't need someone falling and getting hurt in your driveway while they're trying to take a look at your home. Number 8, don't replace window coverings. Just remove them instead. Often these window coverings are old and outdated and they keep the light out. However, when selling a house, we want that light in. Make sure the windows and the sills are clean and let that light shine. Number 9, don't do any major landscaping. A minor spruce job will usually produce a good return on your investment. Trimming the hedges and removing the overgrown weeds and maybe adding a few flowers and some fresh mulch can do wonders for the overall appearance of a home. In many cases, less is more. So if you're debating about whether or not to add a new row of hedges, if you're undecided, I'm usually recommending to my sellers that they skip the hedges and keep that money in their pocket. Number 10, don't replace an old front door. Yes, the front door is one of the first impressions, but if the front door is circa, 1975, then the rest of the home likely has the same overall feel. Of course, if the front door is the worst looking thing in the home, then this could change, but a front door can get very expensive and it may not be good in return on your investment when you're considering what you should fix when selling a house. It's important to note that these 10 tips are intended as a guide before putting your home on the market. If a buyer comes along and makes an offer on your home and requires that you fix any of these items, then this all goes out the window. At that point, you should consider your motivation for selling and consider if making the requested repairs is a wise move that facilitates a sale of your home and your finances. Speak with your realtor and get their opinion, as they really should be the expert in this area, and they should also have a good idea, a good picture of your entire situation. Of course, this list is not all-inclusive, and it's important to remember that these recommendations are spoken from a general perspective. If any one of these items are the only or one of only a few defects in a home, then that could really change my mind entirely. However, it is common that when there is one of these items in a home, that there's usually a few others. If you have ideas of what you think should be on this list, please include them in the comment section below, as I'd really love to have your feedback. If you have questions about your specific situation, or if you have questions about anything real estate related here in Central Florida, either leave those comments in the section below or reach out to me directly. Also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that little bell. This will notify you whenever I post other videos just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.